Right, so Lem Clinic might be in another part of town. Let's find our way back down here, shall we? Oh yeah, we've got Icarus. Whee! Oh, we actually just landed on a sill. Like we intended to all along. Yes. Cop's probably unimpressed by dude just appearing out of the sky like that. But heck with it. Really not a fan of these checkpoints that change position once you get close to them. It's like, just let me get to where I need to be via the route I want to take. No, is this the Lem Clinic? It's got some anti-augment stuff on the walls. It looks like it's thoroughly out of business. Yeah, here we are. Now, 4464. In we go.
Hey, you mind taking one of my patrols next week?
There's going to be stuff in here for sure. Looks nice. But yeah, we're going to have to loot this place before we head off on our next proper mission. So we're going downstairs. So, wait a minute. So, it's literally just a desk. And then everything else is downstairs. That's not how limb clinics are normally designed. But I guess that's fine.
Hey, glad you can make it. Any trouble getting away?
Miller's been giving me some leeway, but not much. I did survive a terror attack.
Then of course,
both. God, sometimes I really hate this city. It used to welcome people like us, go out of its way to entice Augs to live here. This clinic was built because Prague saw us as its future. Now, look at it.
Times change, Alex.
I know, trust me, even got the scars to prove it.
Yeah. So we've been working together for a few months, but we could get some more exposition. Let's just move on.
Yeah, listen to this.
A little heads up would have been nice.
Miller.
Sending your team to Dubai was my call, but now we need to go by the book. Focus on ARC.
You want me to pin all of this on them? The bombings in Prague, the break-in at Versalife, and Dubai?
Officially, all 5 attacks involved augmented terrorists. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. But send me the reports if you want me to prove it, because ARC don't operate in North America.
They're setting up ARC, Adam. They sent you into that ambush in Dubai, and now they want to pin everything on the Augmented Rights Coalition. I told you Miller was dirty.
I mean, the system's dirty.
Sounds to me like Miller's following orders. It also sounds like he's not happy about it.
Alright, whatever. Maybe he's just a stooge. You can't say the same about the man he's talking to.
I agree on that.
His boss, Joseph Manderley.
Director of TF-29 operations worldwide. The only person at Interpol higher than him is the General Secretariat.
We need to play this smart, Alex. Think about what we heard. What was that bit about Versalife?
A break-in.
You mean the break-in that never happened? Yeah, I started digging into that right after I decrypted the conversation.
What'd you find?
Like I said, man, it's the break-in that never happened. Versalife is one of the biggest pharma companies on the planet. The only one still manufacturing neuropozyne. If it got broken into, it would have been big news.
So why are they saying it did? Versalife doesn't produce just neuropozyne. They've got a huge research and development division.
Yeah? So? What does that have to do with ARC? Why frame them for break-in?
They want them to look like terrorists. I guess it depends on what they'll say was stolen. See what
Weapon
the collective
plans,
can dig up.
schematics and whatnot, I
If this really
guess.
is a conspiracy, that break-in will be the thread to pull on.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna finish my investigation. Find out who really bombed the station. I'll let you know when I turn up.
Same here. Good luck, Adam.
Thanks, Alex. You're alright.
Miller, we still going to Gollum City?
You are. Meet me at Kopecki's puppet shop. Your pilot's en route. I'll brief you there.
Copy that.
Lovely stuff. Now, is there anything of import that we can do in this limb clinic? There's a book over there, isn't there? Yep, that's precious XP. We'll definitely take any hyperstims that we get because, yeah, pretty useful. But yeah, it seems like this is not much of a limb clinic really. It's more just a basement for dispensing plot. Oh, I guess there's that door. I guess that's the way that would have led to the rest of the limb clinic with the surgeries and whatnot. But yeah, there's definitely nothing else we can really do in here at this moment in time. Although, I thought I saw a box up there. There's definitely something upstairs.
Come on, let's check over there.
Just drop it. No one cares.
And yeah, there's a vent there. So we can get upstairs in this limb clinic. Somehow. It's just a case of how do we do it. Oops. I mean, we could probably pile stuff up. If we could find any bins or whatnot around.
Nothing on that sound.
Right, it's at the puppet shop we're going to. So it's right next door to where we were. That's awfully convenient. Right. Oh shit. Well, that's unfortunate, having F and G next to one another. Where to? We're not here. Okay, we're here. You know that we are. That's fine. We'll just throw some shit at you and then give you a bit of this. Oh, there's a lad. Ah, we're dead. Yeah, I wasn't really trying to get away there. That was just kind of a screw up on my part. I suppose I could have just fled the area. And then maybe I'd have got away with that.
Taking one of my patrols next week.
But either way, I feel like the plan was sound. That we can put a bin down here and then jump up top with it. It was just the
Copy that.
execution of said plan that didn't quite work out. There we go.
Have you had to do any wrong to the
Oh, actually, we can just jump up there and it's... We can stand on that bit even though it's a slope. Okay, that was much easier than it needed to be. Much easier than I made it look at the very least. And now we are upstairs. And we got crafting parts. Praxis? That's what I'm talking about. So it was worthwhile. Oh, we got 3 Praxis. Did we get some from completing that chat with Alex? I guess we did. Now, what do we want? I'd like Typhoon at some point, for sure. Don't need the silent running in the legs, I don't think. More battery would generally be nice. Perhaps. Rebreather's useful. We'll go for Typhoon. Permanently configure the Typhoon to lethal. I like that you've got a choice now. Because, yeah, in the first game, your only real non-lethal option was choke falls out. I'm glad that they've changed that for this one. And now maybe we save up a second Praxis and get the rebreather next. So, that's on middle mouse button, is it? Can I change that to, like, F1? I can. Good. That reduces the chance of me accidentally firing it off in the middle of a crowded street when I didn't intend to.
When did they close the puppet shop? It's been closed for ages, maybe a year or more. My niece loves those little marionettes they used to have.
the problem, right?
The ones that
Puppet
look
shop.
like dogs.
It's been closed for a year or more. Oh well. Wait, did we go back and see Irenka at any point and give her her documents? I don't remember if we did, you know. It's not necessarily part of the quest, is it? Yeah, we met them. I feel like we didn't go back. I hope that means we're not going to just run into her when we go to Golem City. That'd be sad times. Now, what we got in here? More loot. That's where we're going. That's locked up. That's fine. Have we got enough loot to buy another Praxis kit before we go? Probably. We've got 8,000 creds. Yeah, let's pop back out, find the nearest shop. Can't be that far away, right? There we go, there's a pharmacy there. Although, which is the nearest shop that sells Praxis points? Is it back in the previous area? Or is it... Oh no, it's Hlavni, isn't it? So we just need to work our way back up the street. Right, so that's taking us up to like 13k. But where then was our friend who sells Praxis? They were in our apartment block, but I guess 33 Hlavni was not ours. Was it back here? Oh yeah, there it is, it's selling. Do we want to spend our time going back through the subway system?
Right. Wonderful. More than a few around.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. You guys don't have to watch me do it, do you? Huh. Right, we're back. We've got ourselves our extra thing, our extra Praxis. We put it on rebreathers. And I just thought, as I came into the station, I'd try this room just to see if it was a fresh one or not. And it turns out there's a hatch with a ladder. So I'm curious now. Where does this take us? Why can we just waltz into the sewers from a station? So a couple of boxes. We can sneak through here, no doubt, because we are protected. Turn that off. But what's the purpose in any of this? A secret way of sneaking out of the station, perhaps? That looks like it's got all sorts of treasures in it. Hacking 5, you say? Maybe we'll find a way into that momentarily. So yeah, it seems like there's nothing else down here except for the old hackable door. Don't have any multi-tools about our person, but we've got crafting kits. Bits. Work of a moment, and we'll be in, and we'll claim our prizes, whatever they may be. So we've got a weapons briefcase with a mine template. Cool. So we can pop grenades in that to make them into landmines instead. Get out of it, cardboard box. You hold no secrets that I want. More briefcases with gun. Excellent. A combat rifle that's also handily dismantled. It's a weapon cabinet. Ah, I thought it was a door to another area. But no, it's got a shotgun in it. We'll dismantle that as well. Stun gun ammo, shotgun ammo. Praxis would have been nice. Suppose it's not out of the question until we've thrown all this movable stuff out the way. Made 100% sure there's no treasures. Nope, that's just a bucket. That's not treasure. Now what's all this on the wall? Science. That's what it is. So why is this down here? Just a secret sort of weapons lab. underneath the station. I see no purpose in this room existing, but either way, we've got some weapon parts out of it. A little bit of ammo. So that's kind of cool. But now that that distraction's out of the way, it's quite a tricky one to get to as well, because you need to get past the EMP stuff. Well, you need to break into the room in the station first, then you need to get past the EMP stuff. Then you need to hack a door open. It's a well-hidden little spot, basically. But now that that gubbins is all out of the way, back to the helipad. Yeah, it's a pretty standard looking helipad. What's Miller talking about?
Try telling him that.
Got to be another way, he says. Sounds like he's not happy about stuff. But we've got some more exploring to do. Mostly for the XP that we get for just entering here, but if we can get anything from it, we can turn on a washer. That's very nice. Aha! A keypad. That of course we don't have the thing for. It's only a 3, so it's probably not hiding mad loot. But the fact that it's hidden behind this fridge in the helipad area makes me feel that it might be important. A gas mine. Small amount of credit chips and a bit of shotgun ammo. It's probably worth it. Is there anything else we can do around about this area before we chat to Miller? What's up, Miller?
Problems?
Nothing I can't handle. We're just waiting on chicane.
So tell me about this new lead then. The Intellicam footage.
State police dropped it off this morning, badly corrupted. But Cheng worked his magic and managed to recover some images.
Sounds like a
They
plan.
show an org in a yellow hoodie, dropping bags where each bomb went off.
You ran facial recognition? You got an ID?
Couldn't see his face. But the bags are the same ones used by Talos Rucker and his aid workers in the Utilek complex.
That's a stretch.
3 bombings in Prague in 6 months, Jensen. All of them after the leader of ARC took up residence in that ghetto. Rucker needs to answer for these attacks.
Yeah, that
Where's your
evidence
bag
could
now?
easily have been manufactured. Here's chicane.
Am I late? Are you too early?
You're right on time. Agent Jensen was just agreeing that we need to bring Rucker in.
Quick snatch and grab. Should be easy enough.
So we've already decided he's guilty?
We just need to talk to him on our terms, not when he's surrounded by fanatics. Getting into Gollum isn't the problem. Reaching Rucker is. ARC territory is fiercely defended. No one sets foot in there.
Not even the state police.
They can't.
Rucker wasn't forced into Gollum City. He bought his way in.
Blackmailed would be more apt. He threatened to go public with evidence of a humanitarian crisis. One that the United Nations Security Council had swept under the rug.
Got them to force the Czech government to hand over part of the Utilek complex to him. A little bit of hush real estate, so to speak.
He stays quiet and guarantees safety for himself and his followers. Smart.
This chopper guy
So
seems
how do I
well
get in?
informed.
I've made a deal with an ARC prospect named Tibor Sokol. Promised to get his family out of the complex, so long as he gets you past ARC's checkpoints.
You trust him?
We have to. It's that or nothing.
I could always kill everyone and get past
Sokol
that
will
way.
meet you at an apartment in the housing district. Number 237. Any questions?
Do we have any questions at this point?
You really believe Ark is responsible for these attacks? For all of them?
Ark has had the means, motive, and opportunity every time.
Even Dubai? Rucker and the Coalition are still confined to Gollum City. They have a heavy police presence keeping an eye on them.
Gollum isn't a concentration camp. You grease the right palms, you can get the papers you need to come and go.
I find that hard to believe.
So get me the evidence to prove otherwise. Get to Talus Rucker and bring him in, Agent.
Fair enough.
Let's get this over with.
Let me know when you've got Rucker.
Goddamn, Jensen. Every time I look at you, I can't believe the amount of jewelry you've got on. Tell me, how's that aftermarket shit working out for you?
Never better. Maybe you should reconsider. What with that limp?
Nah, I like my limp. Keeps me honest. Ready to light out.
Yeah. Yeah, we're ready, I think.
Let's do this.
Good. Strap in.
Away we go, in our fancy chopper. It's not really a chopper, is it? It's more of a VTOL.
But still we have no answers. No one has yet claimed responsibility. Dr. Talus Rucker, the leader of ARC, posted a letter condemning the attack. Sources close to the investigation, however, tell me that Rucker and ARC may be behind it after all.
So that's Rucker again in the background.
Interesting pre-game ritual you've got there. You getting pissed enough to end this guy yet?
I got a no-kill order.
Is that right? Would have thought he'd done enough to warrant extreme prejudice.
How far out are we?
Coming up on it now. Not many spots I can set her down. You got a preference?
Get as close to the ground as you can. I'll take it from there.
Whatever you say, boss.
It's a pretty cool looking complex. Hopefully those cops don't mind this random, unidentified chopper, VTOL, just flying in. Whee!
Jensen, still got all your parts together?
I'm fine. How close did you get me to our contact's location? I was in Unit 237.
Jesus, Jensen, I didn't put you on his doorstep. Residential sector should be just ahead of you. Me, I'm gonna switch to autopilot, have a coffee. Let me know if things get interesting.
Good man. I like his style. But yeah, we've been taken down to Golem City, where the orgs are sad and the cops are shitty. So yeah, a bit more of Rucker on the screens there. This definitely looks a lot like a ghetto. We're just going to steal those painkillers, hope you don't mind.
I don't suppose you've got any neuropazine you can spare, do you?
No, I'm sorry, I don't.
It was worth a shot anyway.
Yep, sold it all.
Word of
Sorry.
advice? You might want to keep a low profile tonight. Golem City can be sketchy in the best of times. This definitely isn't one of them.
Why? What's happened?
Haven't you heard? Terrorists try to blow up Ruzika Station. And even though people here couldn't have had anything to do with it, the cops need someone to blame.
That's cops.
These cops, they're looking for members of ARC?
We're all members of ARC to them, one way or another. And some of us may have even done bad things, but not the kind of things the rest of the world says we've done.
Sounds like you support ARC.
Why shouldn't I? The Augmented Rights Coalition was started with the best of intentions, as a
Many things were.
non-violent way to confront injustices and advance the cause of augmented rights.
Okay. But in my experience, the best of intentions often go awry.
That may be true, but right now Talus Rucker and Ark are the only things keeping people in Golem alive. Trust me, they're the good guys.
I'm getting the impression that you see Ark and Talus Rucker as some kind of augmented Robin Hoods. How well do you know the man?
I met Talus years ago in India. We were both humanitarian aid volunteers back then.
Is he a good man? The press paints him as a narcissist.
He
He
has
could be
his
both.
faults, but I wouldn't believe everything you see on Pacus News.
Does he visit this area of the complex much?
You know, you've been asking me an awful lot of questions.
We just landed here. We're just curious. Ah, he didn't get augmented voluntarily, you say?
Did I do something to offend you, Doc? Because that wasn't my intention.
Maybe not, but it sounds like you're fishing for information on the only man who's holding this place together. So you can't blame me for being cautious.
Fair enough.
I'm asking precisely because I know how important he is. You seem to think highly of him.
I admire his idealism. He believes people will usually do the right thing. They just need to discover what it is.
And that includes arming yourself when the rest of the world turns against you.
Talus has fought
Sometimes.
Ark's armament every step of the way. He still fights it. But don't listen to me. Listen to his daily broadcasts. They'll tell you everything you need to know.
Thanks for the information, Doc.
I see. Well, thanks for the warning, Doc.
I hope you'll take it to heart.
Just block it out.
She seems cool. I don't feel bad about stealing her painkillers, though. I'm going to steal some crafting parts as well. And a pocket sec. Because why not?
You must submit to an identification scan.
Initiate security scan.
Presumably this will be fine.
Welcome to Golem City, Clank.
Oh, now you put your visor up, do you? I could fuck you up in a second, mate. Remember that. Now, downstairs appears to be our goal for the apartment block. But we've got more beer to steal. And ammo. And just anything else we can get our hands on. Really. Yeah, not many guns lying around, but there are bits of ammo and mine templates and whatnot. I assume you can't just waltz around this area with guns because the cops would take an interest. We're building up a good amount of crafting parts, so let's take a look at our guns. And now it's maxed out. So we get a laser sight on this bad boy. Then that would be very cool. But we've also used up nearly all of our crafting parts in that process, so that's fine. Hopefully we don't run across any doors in the immediate future that require a multi-tool. Right, I think we've looted most of the stuff in this area that we might want before we press on a bit further and get some more plot.
You people. Now what? What other lies have you come to tell me?
I'm sorry to bother you, but I'm here to see Sokol. He's expecting me.
Which one? My husband Dushan or his foolish brother Tibor?
Yep, the idiot.
It doesn't matter which one. The police took them both to the Narrows to torture them for information they do not have.
Well, that sucks.
It's been a rough day, especially here. I can see that. But maybe I can help. What happened?
Like you care. My husband is gone. Tibor said he had a way of getting us out of Golem City. A contact with... Wait. Who are you?
I'm the contact.
And maybe there is a chance.
Maybe.
There's always a chance.
Or maybe everyone's going to die.
I'm sorry. Normally they only take ARC members. Tibor is ARC. He has been taken before. But now, after the bombing, they come for Tibor. Dushan, he asks why, and then they take my Dushan. He has done nothing. Nothing.
Do you know where they were taken?
I told you already. The Narrows. Instead of asking stupid questions, why don't you do something? Don't just stand there. They need help. Please.
Yeah, it's fair. We will help. I'm just going to have a quick scan of any searchable containers in your house. And because we don't seem to find any, we're going to go and help. Like a hero.
We got a problem. Our contact's been swept up by the police.
I heard about cops in Gollum, Jensen. Your Interpol ID won't get you any kindness with them.
That's alright, I didn't bring it with me. They're holding him in a place called the Narrows. I'll contact you after I find him.
Right. Cops aren't happy around here, it seems. Oh. There we go. Right, so this is restricted. We are now in spots that we should not be. Which is great, because that means we're going the right way. Now, can we disable that? Seems like no, but that's fine, we can just jump through. Ah, there we go. Now it's disabled. We've got some neuropozyne that doc might be interested in, but maybe we'll just hang on to it and sell it and get more praxis. Yeah, where's that camera? Out there somewhere. Good. So is that the door that we could have potentially snuck in through? Maybe. That's another door that's locked up tight. Yep. Haven't found any key codes since we got here, so I guess we're not doing a lot of door venturing. Unless we can shoot it open. Which is a possibility, I guess. Can take a few bullets, but we've got plenty. And has that alerted anyone? Seems not. Ah, it's just a treasure room. Very well. It doesn't actually appear to contain all that much, aside from one painkillers. That seems a little light, all told. But yeah, I'm not seeing anything else. Oh, there we go. Praxis. That's what I'm talking about. It's just the one. But we've got most of the major upgrades we might require, I feel. I mean, that's kind of cool. We can increase the size of our radar a bit. That sounds worthwhile at some point, perhaps. I don't think it's high priority. Do we get the social enhancer at any point? It would allow us to talk our way through more conversations, possibly. Let's get battery power. So yeah, that whole bit was a sort of diversion, more than anything. And this way will be progress, perhaps. What's this pocket set got to tell us? The ventilation shaft leads directly to the storage room. That might be a storage room that we've already got into. And also it didn't give us any codes or anything, so... Yeah. Oh, we're back out of the restricted zone. Okay, let's just stroll about like normal civilians. And credit chips we'll grab. More computes that we don't need. We'll vandalise that just because we can, really. And it leads to a rebreather area, which is fine. Ooh, a silencer. very worthwhile. Now, is there a pump in here that we can turn off? Can we get upstairs there? I'm not seeing a way up. So maybe we just head back on out before we end up choking too much. Now, what do we do with the silencer? It can go only on the combat rifle. So we can use the combat rifle with a silencer as our main door opener. We can use the pistol as our main thing for switching off guards by shooting them in the head. And then the battle rifle can be our loud gun for violence. Surprised the sniper rifle couldn't take a silencer. It doesn't have a slot for one. So I guess sniper rifles can't use silencers anymore. They could in the first game. But that's fine. I guess we've got all the silencers we need now.
If your sister is with ARC, we are the only people who can help her.
Right, we've got a vent. That's always exciting. Now, where does this vent go? Back into a restricted zone is always a good sign. But which restricted zone are we now in? Is this just another way that was back into the same area we've already been to? Yeah, it was.